and just give it this phenomenal taste. Well, that's kind of the way I was raised, and it might give you a little insight into some of my slightly, you might say, neurotic habits with my mints. Like I said, it mostly happens at night. And I will say, though, that I like my mints to last a very, very long time. If you notice here, these are Icebreakers. That's the brand name. They are a division of the Hershey Corporation. Yeah, so they are not inexpensive. All right? A while back, my wife was trying to help out a little bit, and she brought me back some mints. They were from Dollar General.
No.
Yeah, they even had the DG on them. No, they were horrible. No knockoffs for me, baby. Icebreakers. But again, I've got to get them to last, particularly at night. All right? So what happens is, at night, I sleep with a CPAP machine. All right? Well, the CPAP machine's over here, but I have a full face mask. It's awful. It's hot, I get sweaty, and my breath, after a few hours in that thing, I mean, it's bad. It's a full face. It kind of looks almost like, remember Bane? This is the end of the world. And I'll wake up, and one of the reasons I wake up so much, I'm not trying to get too personal, I won't get into details, but you know, at my age, I kind of have a enlarged prostate. So I get up like every couple of hours. Not much comes out. Again, I don't want to get into details. But I get up, I kind of stumble, take the full face mask off, and here's my little routine. I go into my bathroom drawer, just stumbling there, open it up, and there are my mints in there. I need them. So I pull open, grab one of my mints, wintergreen, the little blue specks. Just about 4 or 5 little couple of licks. No, just to get that foul taste out of my mouth. And then I put it on top. And it goes back in the drawer. And I stumble, go back to sleep again. 2 hours later, man, I gotta pee. Not really, but I gotta pee. So I wake back up, go back in there, open up the drawer. A few licks on it. Put it back on top. So this thing repeats itself. You can imagine, if I go 2 hours, I did good. So an 8-hour night, do the math. So, in the morning, when it's finally up, I'm waking up, go back out, okay? Open up my drawer, the bathroom, brush my teeth, everything, and I pull out couple more licks, and then it goes back with the other ones. I know. Remember, waste not, want not. Get a little feng shui going. I always have a breast pocket. I was only going to wear this shirt, but I saw it didn't have a breast pocket, so my wife picked out this nice looking, handsome piece. So it goes in the breast pocket. And then I go off to work, you know. And the thing is, I didn't mention this, but I actually convinced myself that as my nighttime mint gets smaller and there's less little blue specks you can see on it, the flavor is actually enhanced. I mean, I actually like it better. I like it better than an unused one, you know? Tastes great. Again, I feel like I'm being a good steward, though, of my mints. So anyway, I'm off for the day, and this system works for me. Okay, I know but it totally works. Last week, though, I had a little situation that was a little distressing to me. So keep in mind, because my mints are expensive, I'm very protective of them. You will rarely see me just pull them out in front of people, shake them. Because what happens when someone sees high-quality mints? They want one, right? So I'm real protective. But I was at an auction, and I guess I got distracted by a car, and I was looking at the screen there, and I must have had it out. And one of my buddies goes, "Oh, you got mints. My breath's pretty bad. Can I have one?" And I'm thinking, oh my gosh. He said somebody ate a chili dog for lunch. I don't care what you ate. These are my mints. Of course your breath is terrible. So is mine, but these are my mints. I don't like to share them. But then I don't want to look like a mint miser, And it is a friend. But then I start thinking, okay, you don't pull a mint out and hand it to somebody. That's very poor etiquette. You hand him the thing. But what if I hand it to him and he happens to see my little scrawny nighttime mint in it? That's going to be a very awkward conversation. But again, I don't want to look like a non-sharing guy. I mean, it's not cool. So I just take a shot at it. I just hand him the mint. He pops it open. He's not even looking. Pops one in his mouth. So I'm like, dodge the bullet. And I'll tell you what, I'm not really proud of this habit. And I know, I can tell by a couple of your faces there, you're thinking, why doesn't he have his own nighttime one, just leave it in his drawer at night, and then he can have his daytime one that he keeps in his pocket and takes to work. That would be logical, right? No way. Way too extravagant and too confusing for me. I like my wine. I feel a little better because, it's kind of weird. I feel good that I kind of told you all about it. And I guess there is still one kind of good aspect of having shared this. I guess I don't have to worry about anybody wanting to have one of my mints now, do you? Thank you.
I mean, I'm going to eat crickets later. I'll probably need a mint. Yeah. Also, he gets up 4 times a night, guys. I figured it out. Also, all I could think about was just when you compared Bane, you were just all I could think is oh, the icebreakers will break you. That. That's all I think about. All right, our next storyteller is Jasmine. Give it up for Jasmine. Before I hand this mic over, I'm so sorry. Pizza's here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now you have to choose between pizza and me. I don't like it. Okay.
Pick wisely.
Actually, I love this.
Hang on. I want to keep myself on time.
Thank you. 5 minutes too. My bad. This is free for all. I don't care.
Okay. Well, I got 2. When I was 19, I almost became a sex criminal in front of 3,000 Tulsans. Let me explain. I was a theater major in college, and I was lucky enough to be cast as the leading role in the musical Cabaret. Her name is Sally Bowles, and the thing with Sally Bowles is she is the ideal female protagonist. Slutty and sad, because if someone likes sex that's a woman, by the end of the show, she better be sad about it. Anyway, so I say this to say I was not like Sally at all. It was quite a stretch for me to act that sexy, because I was a kindergarten to 12th grade homeschooler. I was a lifetime Girl Scout who thought it was cool to tell people that. And I was the poster child of save yourself for your future husband, virgin. Nothing was going on down here. Although my homeschool friends' mothers told me my virginity was up for debate because I used tampons. So I It'll be fun. It'll be great. So our show, the conductor had this idea that we were gonna do like a little marketing campaign. We would do one of our dance numbers at his symphony orchestra's sold out shows that he had coming up. So we were gonna do this one song, and I say we because it was me and all the Kit Kat Club dancers. So the Kit Kat Club is basically a strip club. And so to give this Berlin burlesque feel, the costume designer put myself and the Kit Kat Club dancers in flesh-colored tights and flesh-colored leotards. And then we had these dresses on top that were just like sequins kind of sewn together and whatnot. And so when we would move, it would give this nude illusion. So we get ready to do our song that night, song and dance, and we got our outfits on, and it goes a little bit like this because you need the visual. So Sally comes out, she walks through some curtain, and she goes, "Mama thinks I'm living in a convent, a secluded little convent in the southern part of France." Music. Mama doesn't even have an inkling that I left them on Antwerp and I'm touring on my own. So it goes like that. We do the dance numbers. It goes really well. The crowd seemed to love it. And then a couple nights later at our rehearsals again, the stage manager rounds up all of us Kit Kat Club dancer people. And she gets kind of awkward. She's very normally like assertive and stuff. She's like, "So, all of you Kit Kat Club dancers, I'm gonna need you to get Brazilian bikini waxes." And my soul leaves my body and descends to some ethereal plane where the trees are cotton candy. And So, I'm sure the other dancers are mortified, but I'm the only one who did the spread eagle under 82,000 lumens of professional grade theatrical incandescent lights. So, my soul rejoins my body and I hobble, I'm sure, up to the director's table and I ask, "Are you guys suggesting that I just flashed 3,000 senior citizens of Tulsa my Lady Bits 5 o'clock shadow?" And the stage manager took my hand and put in it a 20% off coupon for the Marriott Spa for a bikini wax. And I got that bikini wax. And it was expensive and painful. But I didn't become a sex criminal to 3,000 of Tulsa's greatest generation. I got one more. My name is Jasmine, and I'm addicted to making sausage.
Yeah.
I am half Italian and half German. And you know what Italians and Germans are good at? Besides making evil dictators? Yes, sausage. Making sausage. So yeah, like I have a genetic predisposition for making sausage. It's in my genes, okay? But the kind of sausage that I make is not tangible. It is emotional. I call it anxiety sausage. In the same way that a butcher or, a sausage making enthusiast takes random various meats and puts them together and throws them in this grinder and it gets shoved into the intestinal casing of a totally different animal. So too I take the beef shoulder of rage and, some pork butt of disgust and mix that with some, minced venison of despair and abandonment. And I shove it into the grinder and it's shoved into the intestinal casing that I call anxiety. So it becomes an anxiety sausage.
Yeah.
It's a very bad habit. I don't recommend it. Don't do it. I'm trying to break it. So a couple weeks ago, Actually, I was doing it out there a little bit ago if y'all saw it. Anyway, a couple weeks ago, I was doing some paperwork for my lawyer, and I could feel the anxiety sausage coming out of me. And, well, it wasn't quite there. It was like the different meats were starting to go in. Anyway, so I was like, we gotta cut it off now. We gotta cut it off now. So I have one tool that works really well to stop anxiety sausage from being made, and that is yoga. Okay? So I stop what I'm doing. I go in my room, and I'm like, I'm gonna do some yoga. I'm gonna do some yoga right now. Okay? So I get my mat. I'm trying to remember how I did yoga. I did it like this.
Yeah.
Take my mat and I roll it out. And then I get my little YouTube TV thing, and I'm ready. I got Yoga with Adrian going. I want to make, the atmosphere nice, So I light my candle. I get the good smelly smells going, but also get the nice, warm light thing and all that. Also, I get my yoga outfit going on. And I'm at home by myself, so I can wear whatever I want, okay? This is not the outfit that I wear when I go to class with all the Lululemon bitches, okay? This is my yoga outfit, okay? I've got my huge bell-bottom pants that are tie-dye that I got at the Tulsa State Fair when I was in 9th grade, okay? And you know what? It's gonna be a butt crack yoga day, and it's okay, because I'm by myself at home. I got my OG, the Killers t-shirt. It's got holes in it that I got in high school that I should probably throw out, but I'm not going to. And I got my butter bra. At least that's what the lady at Dillard's called it when she sold it to me. Although butter doesn't really sound that comfortable to me. Maybe whipped cream or like avocado. Butter sounds kind of greasy and like sticky. But anyway, I bought it and it is really great bra. Recommend it. Butter bra. Anyway, so I started doing my yoga, and so Adrian is like, hey, do some downward dogs. And I'm like, in my maybe like second downward dog, and I'm like, screw this. This is my at-home yoga. I'm by myself, okay? I don't have to work hard. I'm trying to chill out, okay? So I do what I've always wanted to do in yoga, and that is do child's pose the entire time. So I get to my child's pose, and for those of you who don't know, child's pose is basically when you give up in yoga. But my goal is to get rid of anxiety, so it's good, it's good. So I'm in my child's pose, and I hear Adrian talking, and that means that the video's still going. That means the class is still going. So I'm in my child's pose, and then my legs get numb. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to change positions. Oh, also, I got cold, you guys, because I wasn't moving anymore. And I had been to this class a couple weeks ago where you can, put blankets on you. So, these people were doing puppy pose, which is, really, really vulnerable, so you can cover your butt with a blanket. So I was like, I'm going to use a blanket, okay? And then my legs went numb. That's my point. So I was like, okay, fetal position. I'm doing yoga in fetal position now. And so I just decide, you know what? I hear Adrian, she's saying to do some more downward dogs. I'm not going to do it. I'm laying here. I lay down and I rest. Let go of that beef thing, okay? And then I come to and it sounds different. I don't hear cars anymore. I look at my candle and it looks like a volcano erupted all over my TV stand. And Adrian's hair is a different length and color. And I realized that it's been 3 hours that I've been doing yoga. But I didn't need anyone to tell me that because I could taste my breath. And you know what my breath tasted like? Sausage. What had happened is I had exercised my anxiety sausage out, and it had floated away. And that is how I broke my dirty habit of making anxiety sausage.
Thank you. At first I was like, is this like a father-daughter thing? Are we about to have another mint addict in this house? Also, acronym was KKC. I was so hyper
No,
fixated.
it was KKK.
Oh no.
It's in
Okay.
Nazi Germany. It's supposed to be Nazi.
Okay,
stuff.
okay. I was like, it feels like it was supposed to be on the nose, but
Yes.
like, it was. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it
it
was on the
wasn't.
nose.
It was just the nose. Okay, cool, cool. We still have pizza. We have pizza going on out there. We just have pizza now. Also, I'm gonna open up the mic. If anyone wants to like come up and tell a quick story or something. If not, I'm just gonna tell you guys a quick story right meow. One of my favorite memories is the time that I was living in Charleston at the time, and I had just like made a bunch of new friends, was meeting like a new partner. My life was great. Fun fact about Charleston, you guys need to know. It is one of the biggest drinking cities in America. I will have to go somewhere else for anywhere else to like make me believe different, but yeah. You can literally like walk out of a bar in Charleston, throw a rock at a church, and like hit probably actually like 4 churches at once, and people just like coming out with flasks and being like, oh, we did the thing with Jesus and we took the wine. No, I'm sorry, I'm not religious. What's it called? Communion. Okay, there we go. Full circle. Here we are. But then they would still come out and straight into the bars too. Like Sunday was a national holiday, not for Jesus, for drinking. Brunch is like a big thing there. So me and like the guy I started dating at the time, he was like, hey, let's do Sunday brunch. But we're both weird and met online, so like let's make it a first date with our friends. So I brought my friend, he brought his. The thing too is one of his the friend that he brought was underage. And a lot of places, even if it's a restaurant in Charleston, you can't get in unless you are 21. So we were very limited on the choices that we had to. But the first place that we ended up going to, we ate food and we both, I think all of us had kind of like maybe 3 crafts of mimosa. Which, by the way, y'all, do you know how a proper mimosa is prepared?
Tell us.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so it is just literally a bottle of champagne with the essence of orange juice. Essence, not actual orange juice. Like they just spritz over it. Just, it's great. It's awesome. So basically, we all had 3 bottles of champagne each. Well, you know, it's Sunday too, fall time, so the boys wanted to go watch football. And of course, we were having to hunt down a place that we can get our other friend that is under 21 in. We finally find a place, and it's just, it's hitting us. We're having good old time, getting some now man-mosas, which are champagne, Blue Moon, and essence of orange juice again. They're really great. So we're having a few of those. We get tired of that place. We go on to the next place. As we're trudging along King Street in Charleston, I get this sense of like, yes, I'm near my place. This is my home. My favorite craft store was just down the street from where we were at, and unsolicited, out of nowhere, like my friends and like the guy I was dating are just like walking casually, and just like, hey, da 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 da. I just start sprinting across a busy street, and they're like, what is she doing? What is about to happen? And before they even like ask what I'm doing, I just start yelling, I gotta get art! I gotta get art! I'm running, drunk as hell, over to this art store that's in like a creepy alleyway, and I'm like, it's so awesome. It's just such a vibe. I love it. Well, as soon as I get over there, they're kind of like hurrying up. My best friend, she's like, Audie, slow down, slow down. And I was like, no, we need to get art. Get on my back. So she hops on my back, but the thing is in that moment, let's be aware, I'm plastered off of 3 bottles of champagne and probably like 2 man-mosas. I actually lost count. But my friend, she's just a little bit taller than me, way more athletic than me, and very ferocious. And as she gets on my back, I'm like, cool, great, we're gonna do it. I take 1 step, and I just start seeing my descent towards the ground. And I was like, hello, ground. This will be fun. Next thing I know, I just hear the boys yelling at us, and my friend's just like getting up. Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you good? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm good. dots together, and I see these little white fragments on the ground. I had shattered my front 2 teeth.
Oh.
Man.
I had shattered my front 2 teeth. And the best thing was is I just get up and I was like, my teeth. My teeth. And then I hear just 2 guys go, damn, bitch! And I'm looking around because I was like, I know y'all motherfucker ain't that ballsy, like, to yell that. And y'all are standing here and I didn't see your mouse move. So I turn around and these 2 guys are on their, like, break, like a smoke break from the restaurant that they work at. They're just chilling in this back alley. They're just like, oh, you good, bro? I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. And, like, they're trying to dust me off and be like, oh, are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. I have to get art. And I just literally just keep on walking into the art store. And they get into the art store, and I'm just checking out, buying my paintbrushes. I was so happy. It was a great time. It was wonderful. Yeah, that's my story. I have obviously grown. If I do brunch now, I just get hammered off of like grilled cheeses or something. Like, growth is cute. If anyone does want to come up and tell a story, I don't want to talk this whole time because like I could talk, but I don't want to. You're more than welcome to. You can grab the mic or just hop up here too, or grab a slice of pizza.
You don't have to set up.
Did you say Jared for it?
I don't remember her name.
Melody.
Melody. I don't remember her name. It's his woman.
Just say partner.
Partner. Okay.
Anybody else want a story?
Alright.
No, I think Melody's gonna come in next door.
I hope so. Can't
There you
wait.
go. We're gonna go eat pizza then.
Okay.
You could have pizza Friday. You turned it down.
There's pizza, if you wanna pay me $5, you can get a couple slices.
Hey guys, I got a pizza story for you. It's a brief one. I haven't taken the comedic storytelling class, so.
You got a story, Melody, right? You got a story.
I got a story.
All right, good. I'm ready. I'm
So,
ready. I'm
You got a
ready.
mic?
We're ready.
Yeah, I'll take a mic. Let me just clasp this.
guys,
up
this
a
is
little.
Melody.
Hey guys.
You guys saw earlier, she was in Girl Talk. It was a good time.
Surprise! I'm on stage again. I'm gonna be on stage again in a few minutes too. Sing on. Cool. I don't hear myself as much as I do at school.
Is the button?
No,
Yeah,
it's not on.
it's on. It's on. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Do I gotta make out with it a little bit? That's fine. Fine. So a couple weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago, I got a gallbladder surgery, and this is relevant because I love everything that has to do with carbs and cheese and tomato. And so spaghetti's my comfort food. Pizza's a very close second. And I got that gallbladder surgery because I had gone to the ER with what I thought was pancreatitis. It wasn't. I was fine. But I did have some gallstones. And my doctor said, we can postpone surgery until summer's in session so that you can not miss work. I work at a school. But you have to avoid fatty, acidic things because that could set another gallbladder attack and you could end up in the ER again. And this time it may be emergent. And that surgery is not as fun to recover from. And I took a couple days and I was like, yeah, I can eat. I can hold off. And then on a Tuesday evening, just a couple days after that appointment, I was crying because I couldn't have pizza or spaghetti, and that's all I wanted. This goes all the way back 2 decades prior to when I lived in this corner house in Idaho. And the thing about this corner house in Idaho is it was a very small town where everybody knew everybody. So anything that happened was the talk of the town. And I had a blind neighbor, the kind of woman who would mow her lawn at 3 in the morning. She was very nice, but she kind of did her own thing. And one day we were ordering pizza. It was an exhausting day. We had a debate tournament. And my mom was like, let's order pizza. Fuck yes, so excited. I I am ready for this pizza. It's my favorite thing. We wait, and this is a small town in Idaho, so typically Domino's hits that 30 minutes or less. And we see a Domino's car drive by. So our address is in a cul-de-sac, but we live in a corner house. So our house looks like it's on this street. And we watch the Domino's car circle away. Like, that's weird. And this is prior to the pizza tracker online where I could GPS track to the exact square footage that my driver's on. I'm like, that is so weird. Maybe she also ordered pizza. It's a strange time. It was like 4 in the afternoon, so it was a little early for pizza. We get curious, still haven't received a pizza, so we walk over there, knock on the door, and our blind neighbor answers. She has a slice of pizza in her hand. We're like, hey, Susan, is that by chance our pizza? And she's like, you know, I was confused as to how a pizza got here. I signed the card and everything. I'm really sorry. So she goes to give us back, and she ushers us into her house. She's like, yeah, you guys can have it back. She takes a bite of the pizza and puts it back in the box. Closes the box and hands it to us. And we stand there, and I'm a little 12-year-old Melanie. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, life did not prepare me for having to come to my mother, who at that time was a very angry woman, oftentimes. How do I bring my angry and stressed out mother of 3 a pizza with a pizza already half eaten in it? So we just hand it to her, and we're like, you know what, you can just keep it. And I go in there, and I'm like, Mom, she ate the pizza. And I was like, how did she eat an entire pizza by herself? I'm like, she ate 1 piece, but I couldn't give you the box back with the eaten pizza in it. My mom calls Domino's, unleashes absolute hell on them. And we get another pizza about 15 minutes later from a different driver. And every time we walked into Walmart, because that was the one store in that town, we gotta really hope I don't see that driver. So it's very important to me that I get my food. And now, as a person who both adores my pizza so much that I scheduled surgery 2 days after sobbing about it, I watch the driver religiously, and I'm very grateful for that technology to track my Domino's delivery driver. And when it's wrong, Jared can attest to this, I'm pacing the floor. Where's my fucking pizza? Where's my fucking pizza? I swear to God, if they do not bring me my pizza, I'm gonna lose my mind. And that all stems from young Melody and her blind neighbor. Thank you. Thank you, Audie.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
Pizza story hour.
I love pizza so much. Like, I literally have a pizza tattoo, but we're not going to talk about that. What we're going to talk about is me successfully putting the school back up. Yep, did it, guys. So we're actually running, we're right on time. So I just want to say thank you guys for coming out to a little comedic open mic night story. Is it nighttime? It's 5:45.
It is.
I feel like it's nighttime. I've been up since like 7, which isn't a brag. It's like probably a time people should get up at. Like successful people that want to get their life together. I don't know. But thank you guys. You guys can still stay and like eat your pizza, do whatever. But we have amazing more shows coming up. I think next we have Offbeat, which is musical improv. Is amazing. What's after that? I know. Crits and giggles? No. I'll get there. I'll figure it out. But thank you guys so much for coming out. We appreciate it.